As easy as it seems to swipe that credit card proudly, it is astonishing to notice that by the second half of 2022, Americans owned a credit card debt of $890 billion. Yes, $890 billion, which was up from $790 billion in 2021. And this was only about the credit card debt. If we look at the total household debt of the same period, it stood at around $16.5 trillion. So to make sure the record-breaking inflation doesn't put you further in debt, here are the top 6 measures on how to manage debt with low income. Number 1, calculate how much exactly you owe. Now, this might seem like an obvious measure, but what we're talking about is those tiny interest rates, late fees, or spending habits and other related expenses that try to hide under the table. Because if we don't calculate exactly how much we owe, then our spending habits might put us in more debt without realizing it. Sometimes the penalties could pile up more than what we owe, or maybe the bank is adding charges behind your back that you don't even owe. So calculate every inch of your debt with expected penalties that could arise in the future. You can take advantage of famous note-taking apps like Evernote, Notion, or Google Keep and mark things with priority. And once you reach this stage, it's time to move to the second most important measure. Number 2, budget is king. On February 2022, the total amount of debt owed by the U.S. federal government crossed $30 trillion. However, the 2023 budget total set by the government was around $5.8 trillion. Although there is still a lot of money that the federal government owes, what we must look at is the century-old concept of creating a budget for their expenses. Because when we create a clear-cut budget for where we're going to spend our monthly expenses, it subconsciously supports us in getting rid of the debt we owe. So start by writing down your monthly income, the average amount of money you spend on groceries, car expenses, clothes, and create a fixed amount for paying off the debt every month. If your expenses are making it difficult to set aside money for your debt, then it's time to rethink about your expenses and cut down on those things that you don't even need. Now, once you reach this stage, it's extremely important to remember the next point. Number 3, avoid taking on any new debt immediately. With their highly attractive commercials and never-ending offers, banks are always looking for new ways to pile up your debt. But if you avoid taking on any other debt by not falling for their commercials, then you're slowly winning the race against 99% of the people, because sometimes we don't even need the extra money. It's our emotions that try to convince us of more loans or credit cards. But more debt means possibly taking your situation to a level where it might become impossible to come back. So once you make up your mind that no matter what happens, you will not take on any other debt, it's time to move on to our next point. Number 4, target mini debt first. Targeting mini debt first means killing those smaller bills that look easy to get rid of. For example, you have a $1,000 bill and a $100 bill. You might be tempted to get rid of the $1,000 bill first, but you have to take care of your monthly expenses also. So once you start by paying smaller debt, it will give you enough confidence to face the rest of the challenge. This strategy is also called the debt snowball method. Number 5, increase your income in the process. As the process of paying off debt takes time, it also gives us enough time to explore new streams of income. We can look at Walt Disney's example when he created the short film Alice's Wonderland at the beginning of his career. At that time, no one was ready to buy that film, and soon after its release, Disney in 1923 was forced to file for bankruptcy for his Laugh-O-Gram studio. However, when New York film distributor Margaret J. Winkler saw that film, she not only purchased the film but also signed a contract with Disney to create 56 Alice films for $1,500 each. So tap into your talent and use it to create new streams of income online. Soon it can act as a powerful support in clearing your debt. Famous platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, Skillshare, Udemy, and Substack are already helping millions of people to earn extra income. Although they do charge a commission from the income you earn, they're also handling the most important part that we usually don't know how to handle, which is advertising your service or bringing clients to your doorstep. The only challenge is to find out the skill that you're interested in and the platform that suits you the best. Last but not least, number 6. Clean your credit score. According to Adam Seltia, the CEO of New York-based The Debt Relief Company, when you have higher interest rates, more of your payments are going towards interest as opposed to paying down the principal. But if your credit score remains 700 or 800 and above, then it not only helps you get a loan at a lower interest rate, but also helps in saving hundreds or thousands of dollars every year. To make sure you don't hit that red line, CEO of DebtMD, James Lambridis, said, anytime your credit utilization is above 30%, meaning your balance on a credit card is more than 30% of your credit limit, it will have a negative impact on your credit score. So, what do you think about these life-changing measures? Do you think these measures can help you get out of debt in 2023? Tell us in the comments section below, and if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to mention them in the comments section. We'll surely respond to your request. And if you want to know more, then click this link to head directly towards this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the like button if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching.